Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so in today's video I wanna talk about how you can be truly blessed and lucky and be favored by the universe. What have been talked about a lot on the internet regarding the lucky girl syndrome is around manifestation and like having a firm self-belief that you can manifest whatever you want, and basically just not doubting yourself in while you're working towards your goal, like while you're putting in the hard work and effort towards towards your goals. And for this reason, a lot of the talks is surrounding like manifestation techniques, like setting intentions or scripting or affirmations and stuff. But in today's video, I'm not gonna regurgitate my previous content about manifestation and stuff, but instead I am going to give you guys the most fundamental key to unlock this true luck and help you become God's favorite child. And the reason why I'm qualified, to talk about this is because as a person I do find myself to be quite lucky, and people in my life, I think if you know me personally, you would agree that I guess I do get favored by the universe a lot. And I'm just gonna let you guys in my secret, my key, like why I can be relatively more blessed and lucky and have lucky encounters and stuff. So yes, basically the key is literally to have a high moral standard. So basically, don't have any bad intentions towards people, and don't, like, even when nobody is watching, do the right thing. Basically, like for example, recycle your stuff, don't litter, like don't throw away your trash just on the street. And when you can do just like kind things like pick up the trash on the street and then put it in the trash can, or like pick up other people, like sometimes I do this, like when I walk my dog or walk Potato, when I see poop on the street that's like not being picked up by people, I would sometimes like pick it up and then throw it. So like just small things like that. And also like don't have bad intentions towards people. Like be really mindful of your thoughts and reactions and how you're interacting with people, and make sure all of your decisions and behaviors are coming from a kind energy. Like for example, don't say things to make other people jealous, you know, or like don't behave in a way to like make another person feel in any negative way. A lot of people, they're not acting in accordance with their highest self or their most moral self, not because they're like bad people or like just have low moral standards. Instead, sometimes it's because they're not aware of their reactions and the way that they're behaving. So this part is the most important part during this stage, is literally to be more mindful of your emotions, like your internal state of being, and be able to notice your triggers, and be able to notice how your internal states might have changed in a negative way due to some other people's behavior, like due to external circumstances, and make sure you're reacting to those external circumstances from a place of kindness. Like we can all feel negative in sometimes, you know, like I get triggered a lot still, and I still have jealousy and negative emotions and comparison come up within me a lot of times, because this is so normal. This is literally human nature. I don't think anybody can escape from this. But the most important part is not to like deny yourself the right to feel these feelings, or like deny that you are actually feeling this, but instead be able to alchemize those negative emotions and don't act out on them. Basically channel your negative emotions in a way that's actually conducive to you becoming your highest self and to you becoming, you know, the best self ever. And how you can alchemize jealousy or like negative emotions into positive ones, I guess everybody is different, and it's really up to you to figure out how you can like take control of your internal state. But the most important part is to not act out from a negative emotion and a negative place. Now let's talk about why having a moral or high moral standard is important in you becoming the most lucky and blessed person, or not most, but like very blessed person. So first of all, when you are really aware of your internal state and every action and decisions and reactions you give out and you put out there, and when you are able to make sure that they're all positive, first of all, subconsciously you will feel very deserving and worthy of good things and positive things and just blessings in general. Like if you are constantly putting out negative energy, subconsciously you're not gonna feel like you're deserving of actual positive things. When you feel deserving of really blessed and lucky things on a subconscious level, your brain is naturally gonna look for cues or stimulus that confirm this belief system, and this is actually done by a brain area called the reticular activating system, I believe. So this system acts like as a filter to filter out irrelevant stimulus from your environment. And how this system determine whether a stimuli is relevant or not depends on what is in your conscious field of awareness. So basically, if you subconsciously feel like you are very blessed and lucky and because you deserve to have good things because you always put out good energy, your brain's naturally going to look for cues that confirm this belief systems within you. And think about it, even if, like, for example, person A and person B are experiencing the exact same circumstances in life, if person A believes that he's lucky or they are lucky and they're worthy of good things, versus person B thinks the opposite way, they are going to live through life through very different lenses and and thus would lead to very different sets of experiences. Because our brain's wired this way, like with the reticular activating system and with self-confirmation bias and etc., we tend to look for cues that confirm our belief system. And so here, like, you really want to feel truly worthy and deserving of luck and blessings on a subconscious level. How do you do this? Through always putting out positive energy and through always acting in accordance with your highest self, with the most divine self. And another really important reason for why having a really high moral standard will lead to you experiencing a luckier and more blessed life is because when all of your actions and decisions and behaviors are truly coming from a kind-hearted place, you are going to radiate out a very beautiful and like goddess like divine like energy. And think about it, like a lot of good things or like blessed things in life actually will come from you interacting with people. For example, you walk into a donut store and the owner just like really likes you for some reason and decides to like give you a few more donuts for free. Like this has actually happened to me, and this is why I'm using it as example. And incidents like this, like a lot of people just, I guess they like me and then they just started treating me really well. In order for you to become a person like that, you have to actually be a kind and loving and kind-hearted person and radiate out that kind of energy, right? Because honestly, every individual, every human being is somewhat psychic. Like we can all pick up on non-verbal, subconscious, you know, like energetic kind of like feeling, like vibes from other people. And if you are like, even if your actions and stuff can mask your inner emotions and intentions, we can pick up on those kind of like subtle intentions. So be sure to make sure you're actually putting out positive energy. Yeah, and other people can pick up on it. And if you are actually acting from a very kind-hearted place, other people are gonna pick up on it and they would want to be good to you because you're a light. So yeah, be sure to remain in a very high vibe place and try your best to maintain in a high vibe energy. I know nobody can be in a high vibe energy all the time, but figure out, like, know yourself well enough and figure out ways to self-regulate and to bring yourself back to a high vibe energy. And this is, yeah, like I can't help you with this because everybody is different. For me, like sometimes listening to music and sing along can help me snap out of negative energy. Sometimes I need to like really like meditate a little bit or just like talk to other people, like etc. Like it really depends on your situation. But the downside though for always being like a light and like always bring good energy to every situation is that you can attract dark energies to you, like envy, jealousy, and you know, like just like you are going to trigger a lot of people for being your highest self. But when situations like that happen, like when the other person starts to like act out from an insecure place, more or less that energy is gonna affect you, because I'm talking from personal experience. Like I would get affected by it. But just remind yourself to not downgrade yourself to that level. And how I do this is first to be really aware of my internal states. And so when other people like are affecting my internal state in a negative way, I would immediately notice this change and immediately like detach myself inside and be like, and just like in my head I'll just like remind myself and be like, it's not personal, don't take it personally, and like don't downgrade myself to that level. Just because other people is acting in a negative way doesn't mean that I have to, right? And I would take a step back in my head or mentally and try to observe what the other person is trying to do and react in a way that's like represents my higher self, basically. Yeah, this is basically what it means to like recenter your energy, like to be able to like remain centered in your energy. Yeah, and that kind of leads into my last point. This point is very important, okay? So this point, and I will tell you why this is important. So this point is that when really blessed and good lucky things happen to you, don't try to flex it or try to show off, because showing off, like the act of showing off itself comes from a place of wanting to make other people jealous, or you know, like to somewhat show that you are superior in some way, and that in and of itself is not a good intention to have. Personally, I've done this like multiple times because I guess I just like to show off sometimes. I don't know, like before, like now I'm like really trying to like, I guess, like control and tame that dark aspect of myself. So when I try to show off lucky situations and encounters that happen in my life, literally very quickly the same situation will completely turn around and into like an unfortunate situation. For example, so like I've been pretty lucky before, like parking. Sometimes I just like park randomly and never really gotten a big ticket and stuff. But then ever since, basically I told my mom that like I never, like, you know, like I can't like get away with this and blah blah blah. I got a very big ticket. So yeah, and that really taught me a lesson of like do not show off. And this is not a single incident. Like I've had this happen to me in other aspects and like in different times too. So I just want to let you guys know that when good things happen to you, don't try to show it off, but instead just be grateful. Like I know like sometimes it's hard to contain that happiness, and you just really want to, you know, like tell people and show off to the world how lucky you are. But by doing that, you're making other people jealous, and you're like, I guess, kind of intentionally putting other people in a negative place, and that's not good. Just instead, in your heart, be like, just sit in that grateful energy and be grateful. And on the other hand, when bad things happen to you, don't start to blame the universe and be like, oh my god, like why is this happening to me? Like I know I've done this like a lot of times, even though I'm telling you guys to like not do it. It's human nature for us to wanting to do that, you know, to like wanting to act out and wanting to like toss away our responsibility and just be like, oh my god, I hate this world, blah blah blah, right? But that is just like not going to make the situation better, and it's not going to make your experience in life better. Instead, really try to be able to self-regulate your negative emotions, and then trust that this thing happens for a reason, even though sometimes you probably won't be able to see why it happened. Just by having a mindset of this happens for a reason, it's always going to lead to a positive outcome, a positive lesson. Even if the lesson might not be necessarily positive all the time, this lesson is going to lead to a growth in me, and that in and of itself is positive. Like if you are able to like reframe your mind to see things like that, your life is just gonna be a lot more easier and smoother, and you're just gonna feel more happy and blessed and lucky in life, you know, in general. So yeah, that concludes today's video. I truly hope that this video is helpful and has brought you some insight in life. That is literally my secret in how I feel like I'm always very blessed and very lucky, and I do feel like I'm a divine child, and I do feel like the universe really loves me. And when I say things like that, I do feel like I deserve it, because I can't say like 100% of the time I'm like always positive, always like acting in accordance with my higher self, because obviously we're all human. Nobody's the same. Like we all make mistakes, we all have dark shadow aspects, but at least I know that for the majority of the time I'm putting out positive energy, and I always strive for being in the highest energy possible. Not necessarily only because I want to do good for other people, but also I know that it's good for me, it's good for my internal state. If it's a win-win situation for everyone involved, why not do it, you know? So yeah, that concludes today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. There are gonna be more videos coming, so if you enjoyed this content, like this video and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Mwah! And potato. Say bye, potato. Bye, potato. Bye. Okay. No, good boy. Bye. Oh my god. I think like before I start filming YouTube videos, I need to do some tongue twisters to like get my like tongue muscles and stuff working, and also Potato, which is like the dog that I am babysitting right now. Hi, say hi, Potato. This is my friend's dog, and I'm just babysitting this little doggo right now. Sorry, it's kind of hot in here. Yeah. Just kidding. I really like this makeup, so I'm gonna like serenade in this makeup, just look for a little bit. Do you guys want to see my setup for the camera? Maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna do a thumbnail real quick. Ooh, you good? Yeah, I hope I have a good thumbnail. Okay, I hope I have a good thumbnail. Bye.